Lagos State government said the rising traffic from articulated trucks on the Lekki-Epe corridor has prompted enforcement of a technology-based electronic call-up system. The Commissioner for Transportation, Mr. Oluwaseun Osiemi, disclosed this on Sunday in a statement by Mrs. Bolanle Ogunlola, Deputy Director of Public Affairs, Ministry of Transportation. Osiemi reveals that enforcement of the e-call-up system will begin from Monday, June 16th, which is today, to manage truck movement in the affected corridor. He said the e-call-up system will help regulate truck movement through structured scheduling, reducing chaos on the roads. This system, Osiemi said, is designed to reduce illegal parking, improve traffic flow, and protect road infrastructure along the corridor. On a similar development, tanker drivers in Lagos State say they will stop loading petroleum products on Monday, claiming they cannot afford 12,500 naira per truck for the e-call-up system on the Lekki-Epe corridor. However, the tanker drivers, under the urges of the National Association of Road Transport Owners, said they could only pay 2,500 naira per truck. In a brief interview with correspondents on Sunday, NATO President Yusuf Osman said the association was still in talks with the Lagos State government to allow its members to pay 2,500 naira per trucks instead of 12,500 naira. Mr. Mankey, I don't know if you've been along the Lekki-Epe. Even before now, there's always that congestion around that Lekki-Epe expressway because of those tankers that are being parked on that road, and now the Lagos State government have taken this decision to, get to make sure that they're being registered electronically in order to reduce the congestion and all of that. Do you think this move is a good one? I think that there is a fee attached to the registration of this e-call-up system.
Well, the truth about it, this is part of, there's no way you can escape your shadow. Have you watched a child that they use lighting facility to introduce his or her shadow? A young child, naive. And then the child is battling to run away from the shadow. Have you been privileged to watch? It's a very funny scenario. Because your shadow will always be with you. This is the truth. The world is moving ahead. The crisis that is happening there, part of it is exacerbated, as it were, because of the battling, because of, I want to avoid use of certain words. After we use the word political foolishness that is manifesting in this landscape.
You still use the word.
I call it, yes, there's no better way. To me, it's foolishness. Because when you don't see ahead, as I am, I can act in a very foolish way by trading with my future.
Which one is the foolishness? Is the decision or the question
what is happening here? You see that crisis. You see Lagos and Port Harcourt. There's a relationship between these two cities, apart from Abuja. Now, what you are seeing happening here, and this is the same thing we are advocating for. I will explain what is on the ground here, for even our electoral system. Do you know you can have one single person in radio stations now? You have one single person that handles everything that is on the console, do the news, advert, music, everything at the same time. That is how the world has moved. Before, you have somebody that will be there, they'll give you a signal to arrange music. They will tell this person, do this. They will tell this person, do this, but now one person can do it. Now, what you are seeing here, we usually have this kind of experience. Anywhere you have things like tank farm, you have trailers coming to line up. They even spend days. Do you understand? All these are unprofitable hours. You may look at it on their own side that you are wasting your own time, but they are doing harm to the system because they are hanging on that road, causing traffic jam, will prevent other legitimate road users not to be able to pass. So the government have come to realize that, look, the way forward for this is, what is the problem? This is a product of, sorry, these things are all over the world. All you need to do, click a button And they will tell you, if it is, you need to send people to go and understudy what is happening in other parts of the world, you go there. Like today, if you're having problem with agriculture, you can send some agri experts to a place like Israel. And they return in few months to implement what they have studied, and there will be change. So it's a situation wherein no truck will come and lie idle. You are going to be called per time. Perhaps it's 5 minutes to your loading. And they calculated that before you come in, they'll give you the time to come in. You just move in and enter the depot. It's going to eliminate all these waste of time. Because the government have realized that it's just like holding down somebody. If you hold me down in this studio that I'm going nowhere, you are not going anywhere. Except you are not foresighted enough to see that you are wasting your own time. So if these trucks are lying there, you may think they are wasting their time, but they are doing more harm to the system. Because what they are costing you is too far more compared to their mere lying down there, do their prayer there and eat there. Their food they are eating there is of no consequence compared to the backlash that they are having on the economy. So what they want to do now is a situation wherein electronically they can register. Some time ago I went to a probate registry here, which I normally call educated graveyard. Well, they deal with the estate of the dead, nothing more, nothing less. So the lady was telling me, was expressing vexation because she has had occasion to interact with her colleagues in places like Lagos. He said, look, all that is relevant, like all the files that they have in their system, they will electronically arrange them. You bring in expert who will do that. All you need to do, they will just add to the file number. The moment you click in the file number, it will tell you in this file the particular portion where it is. You just go to that place. You don't need to touch anything in any other part. You just go there and then you open that space and then you check, you bring out the DC. The time and the man are, you know, there are offices, if you come in, they will ask you for the file number, they will tell you come tomorrow, come next tomorrow. All these things are unnecessary. And it's waste of manpower. Because the money you are going to use to train these people to acquire this skill, you can compare. You have one person that can handle the work of 10 persons at a go. So what is it? So this is exactly, this is the same thing. The only disagreement or the nag I'm having here, because the government is trying to transfer the cost, the entire cost. You will make the money ultimately. Don't be aggressive in transferring the cost. Check between 2,500 proposed and 12,500. It's a huge difference.
No, the government is proposing
the government is proposing
12,000. Yes, and
but the
yes.
main people are saying, which shows that they have understanding of what they are trying to do for them. Do you understand? Even for the economy, because even those who are involved in this, they have other things they need to do.
I'm thinking, don't you think the enforcement of this fee will, make them to take caution over this this decision by the state government?
No, I don't see it that way.
Because if this decision is just launched and false just like that, there might be a tendency that there will still be defaulters in that situation.
Yeah, if there are defaulters, you will pay for it. Do you understand? You know that an industry like aviation, right, teaches people management of time. Ask those who have missed their plane, they will tell you how costly it is, right? Ask those who have missed their train, they will tell you how costly it is. Ask those in the prison, they will tell you the price of freedom. Ask those in the hospital, they will tell you the beauty of health. They will tell you that it is better for them to be hungry than to be sick. Do you understand? At this critical point. So what they are looking at here is that road decongestion. So if they give you that you should be here by 2 and you fail to come by that time, right? You could be charged for it. It's like people pay demurrage. If you hire a truck, you don't have a truck yet, or you hire equipment, and then for one reason or another, you could not return that thing as per the timing. It doesn't really matter. If you book a hotel in advance and it's supposed to start 12 midday today, and for whatever reason you cannot make it, and before you arrive, 2 days have passed, you must pay for them because you already booked at the appropriate time. It is an electronic RAN system. It will tell you that this very room started reading yesterday afternoon. So it is now you are coming in, no problem. Your time has started running. So that's the way it is. So what they want to do now It's not necessarily after the money. This money they are trying to charge now is to cover, because there's a cost of migration from this manual to that platform. Okay. But what I'm saying is that when we talk about turnover, ultimately you will make the money over time. Just pray that the system should be seamless and it should work. So they will give time. If it is a particular company that is supposed to load now, they just give them signal, their truck will just come in. You won't have that congestion on the road of trucks packed. Even those who are going to be loaded tomorrow, you see their truck here now. Doing what? So that is what that disruption that is caused by unnecessary parking of the trucks. That's what they want to eliminate. So all the trucks should be in their private parks anywhere, at their filling stations or at their corridors. Then when it is time, the system is so arranged that they will send you signal. For those who are in the oil and gas industry, they tell you about that when you talk about transshipment of cargo. Yeah, the pilot or the captains, there's a way they communicate, and then they use what we call coordinates. The same thing with air. You do blind travel now, it's based on the coordinate you move. And it is so arranged that, so I knew this very clearly some time ago when Onyema ordered that all airports should be grounded, because of there was a particular set of people that went on strike. Those who control, the air traffic controllers. Because these are people who plot the graph. Without them doing their job properly, there will be air clashes. So this was basically what was being targeted. Do you understand it? Mm-hmm. So that's the way it is.
Okay.
So I think they are doing it's a beautiful idea.
So in that sense, are you saying this is actually a welcome development?
It's a welcome development. It's like what we are advocating for electronic voting.
Okay.
The same thing. You will stay in your house and vote. We can only communicate and say, Chidima, who did you vote on? You can tell me privately, but you have voted from your house. The same way, you can stay in this place and transfer money to somebody electronically. The same way, you can, there are so many things you can do electronically. You can order food and they will bring. The man, if he's not familiar, he can ask questions around this neighborhood and they say, okay, see Atlantic television there. And they come to the gate and they come to the studio and call you that somebody is waiting for you. And that's it. So we have to, there's no alternative. Even those of them who are supporting this manual nonsense going on in Nigeria about electronic voting, that is the only way out. I'm saying it to Nigeria.
You're saying the manual voting is...
To be turned to a dustbin. Okay. Like the old version of Nokia. Here we are. This thing they are doing is an eloquent speech to the direction that, look, we cannot continue this way we used to go. This is the way forward, electronically.
All right.